All right, welcome to this example. We're going to be taking a look at how we can convert units using similar ratios. So this is part of a larger lesson on converting measurements between units. We're going to specifically look at imperial measurements right now, which can have their trickiness to it, but also can be done with good precision as well. So the question that I'm going to ask in this case here is I'm going to be taking a look at let's convert 4 yards to feet. So how many feet are there in the span of 4 yards? Again, using imperial measurements to do it. Step one that we need to do is we need to set up the similar ratios. Okay, and this is what it's going to look like. And I'm going to explain this kind of as much as I can here. On the left-hand side, we have this ratio where we are dealing with what are we given? That's the 4 yards. And in relationship, on the denominator, we're looking for what are we trying to find that is equal to 4 yards. So 4 yards is equal to how many feet? And so that's what we're going to do in that first ratio from top to bottom. Now we have what we call a similar ratio beside, which deals with a conversion rate. And in this case, 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. Okay, so we are given that second ratio, or that ratio that we can use, which is a conversion rate between yards and feet. Now, every conversion rate is a little bit different, okay, depending on which units you're looking at, but we can always use the same setup in order to try to solve for answer. Now, when we're doing converting, we're either going to multiply or divide. This ratio just helps us knowing what we are going to do. Now, how we do this, I call it cross multiply and divide, and so I'll show you exactly why. From the 4 yards, we're going to cross multiply. So not go across, no, cross. So we're going to make this cross here. We're going to go from top to bottom, and we're going to multiply. So that's 4 yards times 3 feet. Then we're going to divide, okay? Cross multiply and divide. So we divide by the third piece. So we come back up to the top, and we divide by 1. That is going to then give us this answer in that bottom left square. Okay, so we're starting top left, we're going down, going up, and then coming back down. So you see that cross in the middle, and we've divided as well. So what does this look like in our equation? Well, we have 4 yards times 3 feet divided by 1 yard. Now that cancels out the yards value, so we're going to get an answer in feet, and we're going to get that this is 12 feet. Okay. So plug that in there. We're given that we know that 4 yards is equal to 12 feet. This cross multiply and divide method I find works every single time as long as we set up our ratios properly, make sure that our units on top are the same. So in this case it was yards, and the units on the bottom are the same. In this case it's feet. Okay, and then we'll be able to figure out what our value is. Now, it's not always a 1 on top, by the way. Okay, that 1 yard, we could put the yard on the bottom, or the 1 on the bottom as well. Okay, it just means that we'll be dividing by a number instead of multiplying by a number. Okay, I hope this has helped you, and I'll gladly ask questions if you do have. Thank you for watching.